Oi, oi, Savaloy. This is only going to be a short video. It is about the 26th of July today, leading up to August the 11th, and how I told people to mark them dates in your calendar. And right now, on the front page of Sky News, I'm going to read what it says. The Olympic sabotage arsonists. They target the Paris Games with attacks on high-speed rail routes. Eurostar urges customers to cancel their trips. Now, if you've been following me this year, I specifically have said, and I'm just regurgitating the Funky Prepper on YouTube. I take a lot of information from him. I'm not an advocate for him. I'm not on his side or not on his side. He's just someone who's preparing for the fall of Babylon, the fall of the economy, the fall of the world, the fall of the West, something that I am resonating with. As the old earth dies, a new one will emerge. We can't move forward into the age of Aquarius until the age of Pisces comes to the surface and is alchemized, transformed, seen, and recognized. So the reason that I've been telling people to mark out the 26th of July, which is today, until August the 11th, is through a lot of research which Funky Prepper and his community have done. They predict some kind of internal civil war about to start, or some kind of attack, and the Olympics will be a major part of that. The Olympics. So it's the 33rd Olympics. Three Masons, Jesus, 33, symbology, numbers, gematria, and it is on the 33rd week of the year, apparently. I haven't actually done that math. I'm trusting that that's the truth. I'm going to be honest. Regardless, a major event, the Olympics, deeply satanic, not in tune with the evolution of a new Earth, the Olympics. So today, the 26th, is the first day. If you've been following me or the Funky Prepper, you would have had it marked in your calendar to prepare for some major shifts to happen. And lo and behold, if you go onto the Sky News website right now, front page, this is the news, and I'm going to read it. Olympic sabotage arsonists. They target the Paris Games with attacks on high-speed rail routes. The Eurostar urges customers to cancel their trip. Now I'm blown away because literally that's basically talking about Olympics and talking about attacks, and it is on the first day that I've been telling people, the Funky Prepper has been telling people to prepare in your diary, the 26th of July, today. They are urging people to not go to Paris. I just had a beautiful massage with someone yesterday, and this lady had told me instinctively she had a Eurostar train to France today, and something in her gut told her not to do it, and she didn't get on that train. The train actually ended up being delayed, I found out today, and then we're seeing this news right here about how there's potential attacks on the Eurostar. I want to make it very clear as well, because I've articulated this in quite a blunt way. As a Leo, I'm quite blunt and forceful with just sharing the truth, but I want to make it very clear. This isn't a situation where asylum seekers or genuine immigrants are going to be doing this. This is a situation where the system, the cabal, the Freemasons, the secret societies, the people that run this world and are trying to bring about the destruction of us, of humanity, will be using the pain of asylum seekers, will be using the and will be weaponizing Islam in order to bring about an agenda. I love all humans. If you're a Muslim and you're practicing your faith and you're a good human, I love you. So please, please, please don't be offended, or please don't take what I'm saying as a racist remark, or I'm like just chucking out these theories at the absolute expense and disrespect of people that are struggling so hard in war-torn countries, that have come to our country for some grace, for some dignity, for some help. Okay, I know people that go to Dover and they see women and children and entire families and incredible people, wise and smart people, deeply suffering. So I want to make it very clear that what I'm suggesting here is that the powers that be, yeah, the people that don't want humanity to be thriving like we could be, are going to be weaponizing the asylum seeker situation, the immigrant situation, in order to bring about potentially a lot of fighting aged young men in order to destroy the West from within. Funky Prepper talks about potentially a text going out across the world and a simultaneous attack happening. We're talking about people just leaving the Premier Inn hotels where they're all being hosted right now and going on a murder spree. Now, I know that this is negative. I know many people will say you should only focus on the light, Indigo. You should only be harnessing positive energy, and you should really be focusing on just your own Buddhist practice and being happy. I want to say to them, people, I respect that that is your opinion, and maybe and hopefully you will respect it is not mine. I like to expose what is about to happen using my instinct, using research, and just sharing about it. There are many things on an individual level we can all do to transform the world. Most importantly is making sure that you're transforming your own household and your own family. Is your family harmonious and strong and prepared for all that's to come? Do you have enough dried food in your house? If you're a weed smoker, are you getting in control of your habit? And I love my weed and my marijuana. I'm not saying you shouldn't be a weed smoker, but if you have vices that are getting out of control, now is the time to start to hone it in while we are in a peaceful time, because I truly with my soul believe we have some dark days coming. A lot of people are still only recovering from 2020, the very beginning of Agenda 21, and what the system, what Babylon did to us. And I am here to say, my brothers and my sisters, my non-binary siblings, all of you inclusively, I'm here to say I love you, but be prepared for much more to come. Be prepared. Be prepared to listen to your own instinct. Be prepared to sharpen your telepathic skills with you, your family, and your friends, because we are moving into an incredible, gorgeous time. And that is why Babylon are doing all they can to make it as negative as possible, so that we focus on negativity, but not from a productive, value-filled perspective. And hopefully, because we are the creators, we will create the reality that they want, which is war, civil war, murder. They want people turning on each other. If you saw the very last scene of Leave the World Behind, where Kevin Bacon puts the gun out to the black main actor, I forgot his name, Beautiful King, and he basically said, I don't know you, things have changed, back off. They want people to go into that mode. So, that being said, I just had to report that on the day, and you can't make this stuff up, on the day I told people in the calendar to mark the 26th of July until August the 11th, and we believe there's going to be some kind of major global shift. And to be frank, we are reckoning some kind of synchronized attack in the cities. Slaughter. And yes, it's awful. Yes, it's not nice to hear. But also, if people are like, oh, you're focused on the negativity, Indigo, I don't really think it's really value filled to be focusing on that kind of stuff. I'm here to say, you do realize in many countries across the world right now, there is 120 conflicts happening and wars across the world. And there are many people that don't have the privilege of holding an iPhone in their hand, listening to someone talk about predictions, because they are watching genocide on the streets. They are seeing people raiding their homes and taking their women, abusing their women, killing their men. It is a very savage world we live in. And in the West, we are so cushioned by bubble wrap that someone like myself saying, prepare for some of these things to happen here. A lot of people, especially in the new age spiritual community, believe it is negative to focus on these things. I'm here to say, if you do find it triggering what I'm saying and it is not contributing towards your happiness or the growth of your spirituality, please just unfollow me. That's the simplest thing. But I do know for a fact at this point, you are, and you are resonating with me. Maybe not you, but you are resonating with me. And for the ones that are, the best thing that we can do right now is to strengthen our heart to brain coherence, strengthen that muscle so that we can be prepared for all that's to come, and do some research and really listen into your heart. So yeah, 26th of July, I said for everyone to put that into their calendar about 4 months ago. And on that day in the news right now, check it out. Let me read it one more time. The Olympic sabotage arsonist. They're targeting the Paris Games with attacks on the high-speed rail routes. Eurostar urges customers to cancel their plans. It's already happening. It's already starting. This is going to be a very, very deep and satanic time. Okay, if anyone remembers the 2012 Olympics with that dirty false leader, Russell Brand, as the child fiddler running around, and everyone, all these nurses, and they had all of these injections. It is a ritual. It is a harvesting ritual, and it is also a way for the system, the cabal, the people that do this, that run the world, so to speak, tell us what's about to happen, because they believe and understand the laws of cause and effect, and they understand karma. And foolishly, somehow, though, they believe by telling us that they're about to do these things, i.e. 9/11, years before, in a thousand different ways, 9/11 was already told that it would happen. Simpsons being one of the main ones. Lisa hands a magazine to Bart or something, and it says the price of the magazine is £9.11 or something, and there's a plane going into the Twin Towers in the background. Many things like this have happened time and time again. Predictive programming. So yeah, strap up, be prepared, recognize that the people that do resonate with me, the people that understand that this world is changing, we're going to be fine. We're going to get some bumps and bruises, maybe. I'm not saying it's going to be all smooth sailing, but if you have the dignity to actually just listen to your own heart and act upon what it's saying, how can we not be fine? How can Christ consciousness not arise within us? How can our Buddhahood not shine and keep us protected during the very, very turbulent times? And that's what Nostradamus predicted this time would be, very turbulent times. And the reason I mention Islam is because it's the idea of someone rising out from potentially the Hamas situation and trying to make the whole world into an Islamic state. Anyway, I love you.